Niagara Falls Visitor Center, and you can get several souvenirs here and much information about the tours that are available throughout the city. And there's also information about how it was established. There's a little of it here. Take a helicopter ride, boat tours, and of course, the most important information, you can stop the camera or stop the reel and read for yourself how much water passes through and when it was established. Lots and lots and lots of tours that are available here. There's an aquarium. There's games.
So, yeah, like Ithaca is really pretty.
Lots of things to do.
It's about 2.5 hours from here. It's where Cornell University is. But they have all so they have all kinds of beautiful waterfalls and
There's arts and culture, and of course the waterfalls. And since I'm taking a walking tour, that's where we're going next. Yesterday, I walked through the Niagara Falls Park. I learned that that was a whole 9 miles to go through the park. And I also walked from the park across the Niagara, actually it's the Rainbow Bridge, which is named the Rainbow Bridge because of the rainbows that you can see from the bridge that are given by the water and the sun over the falls. And so by the time I finished walking all of the things that I walked yesterday through Canada, back into the park and around the Niagara Falls area, it was absolutely no less than 15 miles. But I don't know for sure how many it actually was. But having walked through the park alone was 9 miles. I said all of that to say that by the time I reached my bed, I had skipped dinner because I was just too exhausted, too tired, having walked at least 15 miles. But I did that in one day, and I did it joyfully. I was excited to walk that time. But I'm thinking here as I am in the Underground Railroad Museum that some made a walk of well more than 15 miles to get to freedom through the South, Kentucky, Virginia, Maryland, and Niagara Falls, the falls that I looked at yesterday, was considered one more river to cross and they would be at freedom. That is really overwhelming. They walked, and were hiding in basements, under floorboards, in buggies and carts, and in hiding the whole way with people hunting them with dogs to get to freedom. I'm overwhelmed. One more river to cross. That's Niagara Falls. And this is the Niagara Falls Heritage Center. It's free. I came here by the Niagara Falls shuttle, and that also was free. And to walk through this one more time, it is free. This is inside the tour of the Underground Railroad, giving examples of what the journey to freedom was, or freedom from slavery. It's a tour just outside of the Niagara Falls area, before the city of Lewiston, where much of, aha, there it is.
Some of the most dramatic moments of their lives coming through Niagara Falls. In most cases, the details of their journeys are left to our imagination. There are, however, a handful of crossings that were particularly well documented in newspapers, letters, or biographies. These are a few. Martha was happy to be able to share a moment with her husband in front of the hotel. It was a busy time of year in her new home in the north, their days revolving around the arrivals and departures of thousands of tourists. Suddenly, the familiar voice of her former owner filled Martha with terror. "How do you do?" he said, reaching out for her. Instinctively, she turned to flee the grasp of the man she had escaped once before. Her husband followed closely. Seizing his opportunity, the man shouted that he would give $100 to anyone who would arrest him. Several bystanders started after him. Quickly, the waiters from the hotel stepped in to block their pursuit, hoping to give Martha a good lead. She ran for her life to the ferry stands. The roar of the falls and her own pounding heart drowned out the footfalls of the men behind her. She took the stairs 3 or 4 at a time, all the way to the river, where she climbed into the lone dock boat and grabbed the oars. Her husband leapt into the stern. With a push from the wings, and life beyond the ocean. Her husband's whoops and cries could be heard above the crashing falls. Martha would feel no relief until she reached the safety of the Canadian shore. Patrick Sneed, a waiter at the Cataract House, had just finished serving dinner when a marshal approached him. "Here, you served me. I'll give you some change." "You must be mistaken. I did not give you," replied suspiciously. He realized too late that it was a trap, surely set by the master he had fled from years earlier. He hollered for help. His fellow waiters came to his aid. Sneed's silk cravat cut into his neck as he clung desperately to the doorframe. The waiters, determined to protect one of their own, finally overpowered the marshals and rushed a shaken Sneed toward the ferry to Canada. On the way, Sneed thought he heard someone in the crowd say, "Murderer!" The lie filled him with terror. He was desperate to get across the river. "Stop that murderer!" came the cry from shore. This time loud and clear. The ferryman paused, considering what to do. Sneed came, then looked on helpless and the growing crowd as it fell. Slowly began to roll. They landed. A brawl broke out, and the waiters were unable to prevent the marshals from arresting Sneed. He would spend the next 10 days in jail, and most of his earnings were lost. Finally, a judge dismissed the case as fraud, fabricated by Sneed's former owner to secure his arrest. He was lost in the world. Sneed left the meeting with his freedom. Harry Hutt, known as Moses, led freedom seekers to the promised land, also referred to as Canaan. She refused to support the one. He received great flattery and encouraged
here is the window that is spoken in that document, just there. It's amazing. Amazing. That's a good one. There is nothing to live for without something to die for. Absolutely. Freedom Crossing Monument is dedicated to those who, or a tribute to those who sought freedom into Canada by crossing the Niagara River. Now, if you've been looking at some of the things that I've posted already, also online, you'll know that the Niagara River is no joke. But I will show you the monument, and then we'll look at how calm this area here is. It's a beautiful area, park, picnic area. Monumenting that even the babies had to be crossed into freedom. This area is a beautiful town. Lots of picnic tables, restaurants here, place where they do celebrations through the course of the year. But look at how beautiful this river is here. Not the raging waters that are the Niagara Falls, but it is definitely not something that I would want to try and cross in the middle of the night to gain my freedom from being enslaved by someone who doesn't want to do their own manual labor or nurse their own babies. This is the Niagara River and some of the history of crossing into freedom from various places of the South, and just so grateful to God for my own freedom, that which it is, and being born in a time where I can visit these places and go back to the places that I now call home. I am truly grateful for all those who have gone before me to make this possible.